All right, everybody, welcome back. So this is the latest update to my theater room package that I've put together. I'm currently running, as you can see, a 7.2.2, and this is the JMGO N1 Ultra still. I'm still running on the 150-inch screen. I did a little bit of upgrade to the screen. You may be able to see it's finally got a border around it and you can't see the bars in the background, and so it's actually a great picture, and really happy with the way it turned out. Everything's pretty much done in here. That's the old frame from the 120-inch screen that I haven't gotten rid of yet, but everything's pretty much done. I need to clean up a little bit, obviously. I have blankets and pillows and everything from me and my wife watching movies earlier, but need to clean up the room a little bit, but other than that, it's pretty much done. So I went ahead and added the second monoprice. That's the THX 13-inch 2000 watt sub. I've got a pair of those now, which brings me up to 7.2.2. Honestly, the first one was all this room possibly needed. If you kind of have a glance around at my dirty room, the bar behind us, it would already rattle stuff on the shelves, and I've had a couple things rattle off the shelves depending on how bad the bass is going. But this is now what we're looking at is basically every light that we have in the room is on. As you can see, the N1 Ultra powers right through it. It's watchable. I've got the two can lights all the way up at the front are directly on the screen, and so that takes a little bit out. I've also got the fan right here, right next to the projector, which the light on the fan really takes out a lot of the brightness from the projector, but it's still completely watchable as it is. It's not how I would enjoy watching it, but it's watchable as it is. Definitely very high quality image. I'll turn some of these lights off in the room. I rarely ever turn on that fan light. I mostly just did that for the video to start out, but yeah, most of the time the only lights we use in the room are going to be these above head can lights. And so, computer, screen lights off.
Okay.
So as you can see, once we get the lights off of that screen, the picture is just gorgeous. It's just beautiful. There's no other way to put it. I think I measured it, and this projector is shooting a 150-inch image. It's actually more like 148 or 149 because I put that border up on the screen. But I think we are 13 feet from the screen, and ideally in a perfect world you would be about 10 feet 6 inches from projector to screen. You could still get a 150-inch image out of that, but I think that's probably about the limit of what the projector wants you to do. But I'm very happy with the way it turned out. The resolution is great. I've had a number of people over here, and every single person that's come in has commented on the quality of the image. It really is breathtaking, especially being that large and having that great of a quality. And keep in mind, you know, this is a $59 Amazon screen that I picked up and built the frame myself and put the LEDs around it myself. And so it's kind of hard to see the LEDs with the screen on, but that's kind of the point. But I'm really enjoying it. I didn't particularly need to add the second sub. We mostly did that because my wife is kind of OCD and decided that the room looked uneven with there only being a sub on one side. And so, welcome to first world problems. I had to go out, poor me, and buy another sub. But really absolutely loving the room. I think at this point, other than some cleanup and hiding some wires and stuff like that, I may change the paint in here a little bit. I still haven't figured out the seating. Of course, I've got just an old sectional that has recliners on either end. And then I've got the corner part of the sectional off to the side. And there's seating in here comfortably for 3 or 4. But I would prefer to have it a little bit different. I originally planned on doing 2 rows of seating with the second row being on a riser, but the room just isn't big enough for that. With the bar behind the couch, it really just isn't big enough for that. But if I can comfortably put 4 or 5 people in here somehow, that is probably how we'll go with that. Other than that, we're just looking at some scenic scenes from Peru. If you have any questions about the projector or the setup or anything like that, feel free to ask. Like I said in one of the other videos, this was just something that I put together solely for me. And as it turned out, once I put it together, my family realized that this was really amazing to watch and to watch movies on and to watch their favorite shows on. My wife actually made a joke. She had to go for a work conference out of town and called me and said, I don't even know if you're going to come visit. It's only got a 43-inch TV in the hotel. And of course, it was funny to me, but she called the next day and said, you know, that really is kind of a small TV, 43-inch. And so, you know, we've got a 75 in our living room. And at this point, you know, it really never even gets turned on when we come in to watch stuff and to watch shows. And when I come up to watch the news and drink my coffee in the morning, I watch it on a 150-inch screen like you would a regular TV. But really enjoying it. If you have questions about anything about the setup or about the performance or about the specifications or anything like that, just shoot me a comment. I'm happy to answer anytime.